You're listening to the Love and Lettuce podcast with Laura Lima, episode 118. Let's talk about why we are overweight. Why is a person overweight? Why do they have on their body more weight than they need? Well, I will tell you that the reason that we're overweight is that we overeat, period. So then the true question becomes, why do we overeat? Hmm. Ponder that for a moment. Why do we overeat? Why do we eat more than our bodies need for fuel? Because the definition of overeating, as I think of it, is eating more than your body needs for fuel. So, why are we doing that? Why are we overeating? And I'm not talking about calories, because when you count calories, it doesn't make a difference necessarily. When you're only looking at the number, the points, the calories, whatever, you are missing the point, really. You're missing what the reaction of your body, the hormonal reaction, the blood sugar reaction, etc., of your body will be with those foods. Because you can take the same number of calories in, let's say, a chocolate cake and eat the same number of calories in a chicken breast, and those will have very different results in your body, very different reactions in your body. And you will gain weight or burn fat in very different ways based on what you ate, even if it was the same number of calories. So if we only count that, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't work. So I'm not talking about calories, but I am talking about simply eating more food than your body needs for fuel. When you eat your food, 3 solid meals a day, I always say, don't snack. You shouldn't need to, but if you do, you snack on a protein rich, healthy food. If you eat this way, then you shouldn't be hungry. You should just go out your day and have energy and feel great and get a little bit hungry for your next meal. That's when you know, okay, it's time to eat again, and so on throughout your day. And you should just feel really good. But why are we not feeling that way? It must have something to do with what we're eating. That's a huge, that is where we start. Like, that is a huge part. That is where we start when it comes to overeating and wanting to lose weight. We have to talk about what are we eating and what are we maybe not eating enough of. And for a lot of people, that's protein. For a lot of people, that's fat. And for what are we eating too much of, for most of us, it's sugar. It's refined carbs. It's ultra processed foods. It's these refined foods that you find typically on the inside shelves of the grocery store. We're talking the cereal aisle, the jams, the cookies, the crackers, the chips, the snacks. If you go around the perimeter, you've heard this, right? You get the meat, the fish, the eggs, the vegetables, the fruits. Done. The nuts and seeds might be on the inside. Those are good for you too. The brown rice and so on. Okay, fine. Those might be on the inside. But you see what I'm saying here. So it's eating too many of the refined foods, too much of the sugar, too much of the flour, and not enough of the truly nourishing, satisfying, and, well, I already said nourishing, nutrient giving food means the same thing. So we have to look at, okay, what are we eating? What are we not eating? What are we eating too much of? What are we not eating enough of? And are we eating too many times throughout the day? So when we look at why are we overeating, maybe it's that we're actually too hungry. So like true hunger. We're overeating because I'm just feeling hungry all the time. In that case, let's look at what you're eating. It's probably the wrong thing or not enough of the right thing. But the other reason that we overeat is overdesire. So there's true hunger, or overhunger, we could call it, too much hunger. And then there's overdesire. Why are we over desiring food? What are we making food mean to us? What are we getting food to do for us? We're getting food to make us feel good. We're getting food not only to celebrate. So when we already feel good and happy, we're like, let's have the cake. Let's go out for pizza. Let's enjoy. Let's order in. Let's celebrate. But we're also doing that. And that's an okay thing to do, I would say. But the not so okay thing to do is to try to cover up our bad emotions, our negative feelings with food. So, why are we doing that? What is food giving to us? Well, it's giving us that instant pleasure. It feels so good in the moment to just give up, let's say. I'm feeling so frazzled and overwhelmed, and I'm just so tired and I'm stressed, and all I want to do is sit down. And what do we do when we sit down? All I want to do is sit down and eat and watch Netflix. When we do this over and over and we feed this over desire for food and for comfort, we gain weight. That is what happens physiologically. So we have to get a hold of that over desire and really be able to process and feel those emotions and feelings without eating the food. How do we do that? That is a practice. It is absolutely possible, but it is a practice and it is something that you have to get better at, and you will get better at and better at as you do it. The other reason, the third reason that we overeat, so there was overhunger, true hunger, there was over desire, and now it's because we also crave comfort. Very similar to over desire, but we're just craving comfort. And we know eating food is going to get us there. It's going to make us feel so good in the moment. But then what happens so soon after that? We crash. And not only are we crashing because our blood sugar level is, it's skyrocketed with the sugar and flour. Now it's going back down. Now we feel so tired and craving so much more. But we also don't feel proud of the choices that we just made. Like, ugh, why did I do that? Why did I give in again? If only I had just kept going without the food, I would have felt so much better right now and so much more proud of my decisions. Oh, so it's like a double thing. It's a double negative, if you will. Not in the English language, double negative, but you know what I mean? Like you're feeling so crappy physically, and now you're feeling so crappy mentally and emotionally as well. And by the way, we only ate to feel comfortable. Now we feel super uncomfortable. So you see how that comfort only lasted for what, 20 minutes while we were eating? If we're truly binging, maybe an hour or two, it's feeling comfortable, super comfortable. Then, then the discomfort shows back up, and even more so, because now we're like, shoot, I just made that decision. It wasn't the right one, so on and so forth. So, why are we craving comfort so badly? Well, I have to say, it's our lower brain. It's our primal brain. We are programmed to find comfort and to seek comfort. We are looking for pleasure. We are looking to avoid pain. We're looking to conserve energy. So, sitting on the couch, watching Netflix and eating a bag of chips sounds amazing to our lower brain. It's like, sign me up. This is what I've been waiting for. Thank you. If we did that all the time, our lower brain, our primal brain, our toddler brain would be so happy because we'd be just feeding it, literally and figuratively. We're just feeding it, feeling so good, dopamine hit after dopamine hit from all the sugar and flour, and I feel so great. But how does that feel in the long run? How does that feel even in the short term? Right after you're done that binge, how do you feel? When you wake up in the morning, how do you feel? You're probably really stuffed still. You're probably feeling that sour feeling that some of us get in our stomachs when we've not eaten well the night before. Forget a hangover, like, which is terrible, and I can't even believe I used to have them in my early 20s. Ugh, so gross. But talk about a food hangover. Like just having that sour, you know what I mean? This sour feeling in your stomach. Like it's just, I don't love it. I don't like it at all. And we're feeling not proud of the choices that we made yesterday. And then next week, when I don't lose weight, but in fact I gain weight. Oh. And then when my jeans start to get tight again, but they were getting looser. Like that, it's all uncomfortable. So thank you very much, lower brain, who only wants comfort in the moment. I am listening to my higher brain. She has my back. She thinks about long-term consequences and how we need to act right now, here in this moment, what choice we have to make in this moment in order to feel good when I wake up in the morning, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Next week, when I step on the scale, when I pull on those pants, she knows how I want to feel, and I am listening to her. So, why are we overweight? We overeat. Why do we overeat? Could be that because we're truly hungry, in which case, let's address that. Let's look at the nutrition. We have to, no matter what, even if you're like, I'm not truly hungry, I don't know, I'm not over hungry, we still have to look at your nutrition. It's paramount to our physical health and mental and emotional health too. Our cells are made up of what we eat, including brain and nerve cells. So we have to do that first. That's number one. Number two, over desire, craving comfort. What's going on here? Why am I reaching for food when I could be doing things that are actually going to make me a better person, going to get my house clean, going to reach those goals that I have, become healthier? Why am I just reaching for that comfort in the moment instead? So we have to address all of these things in order to lose weight. If you're like, yes, yes, and yes, how do I do that? Come to my free webinar. It is happening 1 week today, Monday, October 13th, 12 p.m. Eastern. Yes, if you're Canadian, like I am, I was going to say Easter. It is Thanksgiving Monday, 1 hour. Spend 1 hour with me. If you can't make it live, I totally get it. Sign up anyway, and you will get the replay sent after the webinar is done. That way you can get the information because this information exists and I want to give it to you. I have been there. I understand what it's like to feel. So for me, it's not really feeling hungry. For me, it was always the over desire and the craving comfort and looking to food to provide that for me. I get it. And I've been able to shift that so that I'm able to lose the weight. And I'm on my way to losing 50 pounds, baby. My postpartum weight. I'm done having my 4 kids. I'm going to be 40 in 3 weeks. I am ready to be 50 pounds lighter. I am now 13 pounds lighter, and I can't wait to keep going. I have cracked the code for myself being a chronic eater my entire life, a chronic overeater my entire life because I'm craving comfort. I have an over desire for food. I had an over desire for food. I've cracked the code for myself and those like me. There's so many of us out there. We just feel like I give up. I just want to eat the cupcake. I just want it. I just want to taste it. That's it. I don't care, Laura. I just want to eat it. Just let me eat it. But then your result is gaining weight or simply not losing weight like you want to. So I want to help you. Free webinar. Come to it. Unlock your weight loss power. That's what it's called. It's for moms who want to lose weight. It's next Monday, October 13th from 12 to 1 Eastern. And sign up anyway. I'll send you the replay after. newmamanation.com/webinar. New Mama, M-A-M-A, nation.com/webinar. My 5-month-old Jesse is waking up from his nap as we speak. He's just outside my office door. We have glass doors, so I can see him over there. And that is it for me. I will see you next week. You'll hear me on the podcast, but also I really hope to see you in person at the webinar. Sort of see you in person, if you know what I mean. Live online at the webinar. newmamanation.com/webinar mama. Come. I can't even wait. Have an amazing week. Bye.